Good afternoon. Welcome back. Long time no see. I haven't been riding for a little while. It hasn't been great timing for riding. It's either raining or had a few night shifts. So, yeah, definitely taken up my time. Sleeping, you know. The best thing you could ever do once you get asleep. Not very fun thinking about needing to do it, but when you're asleep, oh, it's the best. Anyway, hope everyone's been keeping yourself well, safe, all that jazz. I don't even remember when the last time I talked was. Was it the ride out Maitland Way-ish? I think something like that. Oh, you're not supposed to go in there. Anyway. Yeah. I'm still working all the time. Plenty of what do you... Thank you, sir. I think it was about the last week. This week coming up, I've got 6 afternoon shifts straight. Don't really love working afternoon. Oh, I love working afternoon shifts, but 6 straight, that's pushing it a little bit. Brother, man, you've got a hole in your door. I only just realised that. Are you gonna move over? You're gonna make me do it. You fucking dickhead. Jesus Christ. I'm not sitting in front of that guy. Fuck that shit. I ain't trying to get myself fucking killed. I'll sit up here next to the bus and hopefully get in front. Yeah, 6 afternoon shifts. Gonna be fun. We'll see how they go. I'm staying up later at night now, so hopefully we'll be good. This guy's fuel tank's open. Fuel tank, fuel cap, fuel something. Ugh. Beautiful timing. Yeah, afternoon shifts coming up. I did 3 afternoon, 3, I'm getting my times mixed up. Holy shit, don't hit my head. Did 3 night shifts the start of this week. What day is it now? Saturday. Yeah. Sunday night I started. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday night. They were interesting. Had on Sunday night I had the busiest group of patients. What the fuck? Let's Oscar. Okay. Yeah. Had the busiest group of patients. And that wasn't very fun. I did have a decent lot, and then the in-charge walked in, the in-charge of the ward for the night, comes in and goes, nah. I told them if I'm in charge, I'm not taking these patients. Sorry, Tom, but they're yours. Oh, thanks. I love sharing. It's great. My favourite thing to do. So yeah, that was fun. I think there was only 3 of us on because we've only got 30-ish patients at the moment, so we've got 10 each overnight. Of course, this arsehole's turning. We've got 10 each overnight, 1 to 10. Which, don't get me started on the ratio situation, but anyway. Brother man, you don't have to stop going around the corner. Of course. Why not? Give us the red. That's all we fucking need. Typical. Now I'm lost. Shit. 1 to 10 patients. It's not very fun, even overnight. Had the busy lot of patients. Oh, that's where it was. The other 2 after me, 2 lots of patients. I think on the Sunday night had a grand total of 4 buzzers needing someone to come and help them and go to the toilet or something. I think, and one of my patients, one of them, of the 10, buzzed 7 times. There was another 3 or 4 that, I think in total there was 4 of my patients that buzzed. Or like continuously buzzed. Continuously being, I think one of them was 3 times. The rest were 4, 5, and like big numbers like that. It's just constantly getting up, like, mate, come on. Luckily, the in-charge was only on for 1 night, so she's like, I'll put your name down for my lot after tonight. Cool, great. So luckily, that night I came in and I had the, quote, better lot. But one of them ended up having a code at 9:30 p.m, half an hour before we start. I was there probably 10 minutes after the code happened. And so, my God, what am I doing? My gears. So that was fun. I was giving her antibiotics and friggin' frusemide and all that sort of shit all night. I had to do it once. Get over yourself. But anyway, I was still checking on her and doing all that shit all night. Like, brother, it's night time. I haven't prepared for night shift. I wasn't swapping my sleep schedule around enough. Anyway, I'm at work. I might yap a bit more on the way home. Oh my God, good afternoon. What a shift. Mainly the start. The end of it wasn't too bad. But, wow. It's not exactly how I was expecting to go. I feel like I left off the, when I first got there this afternoon, well, when I pulled in, whatever story I was telling this afternoon, I feel like I left off at a weird time. I feel like there's more that needs to be told, but I don't remember what needs to be told. I don't remember anymore what I'm missing, so good luck with that. But yeah, this afternoon was cray-cray. Alright, walked in, looked at the board, saw what patients I had a little complaint to myself because over my 3 night shifts that I had, they're the same patients, and from what I remember they were really bad, at least overnight. But in the afternoon they actually weren't too bad. I didn't have any problems with them, so that's good. Unfortunately, one of the other nurses started her shift early. She's coming back tomorrow morning, so she started her shift early and then will come back early tomorrow. So yeah, she's coming back early tomorrow morning, so she finished early this afternoon just so she gets a 10-hour break because they don't want to pay overtime. Stingy assholes. Anyway, they're doing that. Let me get around this corner. And then she came storming down the hallway, came up to the rest of us and went, "I'm not having this patient again." Oh, really? That's nice. Who are you not having? Bed 20. I am not looking after this patient. Okay, why? What's going on? Because apparently last night the patient wanted Panadine Fort, but the VMO, so the main doctor looking after this patient, has ceased it, so she's not allowed to actually have it because they think she's addicted, so they're trying to wean her off it a little bit, which has caused lots of troubles, at least last night, caused lots of troubles with that. And so last night they told her she couldn't have it. Apparently she put herself on the floor. She didn't throw herself, put herself on the floor and basically did like a 3-year-old tantrum, punching the floor, kicking the floor, belly down, arms and legs waving everywhere, just the typical 3-year-old tantrum. So they told me this, told me the calmest nurse in the place can't handle her, walked out on her the other day, and I'm just sitting there looking at them like, the calmest nurse in the hospital walked out on her, can't deal with her, and you want me to do it? Really? Okay, if that's what we're gonna do. And so I ended up looking after her. I don't trust that that's not a cold. I ended up looking after her. And when I got handover, I went in and said hello, and she was alright. She didn't say anything, she wasn't acting weird or anything, so she was alright. It was then when I went and finished the other handover for the other, the group huddle, safety huddle sort of thing. And so we went in and did that. I came back out and sat down at the nurse's station and started sorting the patient folders and getting everything ready. And all of a sudden she came walking out to the nurse's station, came out and found us and goes, "So what's the best way to get a taxi?" We just kind of looked at her. I'm like, "Why do you need to get a taxi?" And she said, I need to go home and check some things, whatever she needed to do. And we were all just kind of sitting there looking at her like, you can't get a taxi, you're in hospital, you need to stay here. The doctor was on site. Like, the doctor was going to come and see her eventually, but she freaking taking her time in a different ward, taking 10 years to come back and do we're the ones that called her there. But anyway, it took forever to come down, and then didn't even do 3/4 of the stuff that needed to be done. But I'm not going into that. That doctor probably isn't going to be working with us for much longer, so that's a W. Yeah, the doctor was supposed to go in and review the patient, see is there anything we can give her to calm her down or to help with the addiction. Is there something else other than Panadine 4 that we can give her to help her? And all the doctor wrote in the patient's notes was that she refused to talk to her, refused to communicate, and so she left. I'm like, really? You're gonna give up? Just like that? Okay. So the doctor did that, charted some intramuscular gentamicin, which is an antibiotic. Apparently the patient had a positive urine analysis, so she had some analyses in a wee. And so she charted that and just left. There's other things that had to be charted for other people. She just wasn't having it, didn't fill it out, didn't check any other ward, any other jobs that she needed to do. Just couldn't be bothered, went home. Cool. So the patient was asleep, my God. The patient was asleep when I finished my dinner. I came back up to the ward and started doing all my medications and getting everyone else ready for bed, this and that. And so, because she was asleep, we finally had an AIN with us. So I got everything else finished. And then she finally got to her. What is that? Yuck. A rabbit or something. Finally got to her, and she refused to have her anticoagulant blood thinning needle. Like, fair enough, no one likes needles, but come on, you need to have it. But no, she wasn't having any of it, so fine, I won't give it to you, whatever. But of course we came up to the problem where the doctor had ordered an intramuscular needle for the antibiotic. So that wasn't happening. So everything just report it, record it, do whatever you can. If she's not going to have it, she's not going to have it. You can't force her, you can't do anything about it. You can only do what you can. So she ended up asleep for like most of the after dinner anyway, so at least she's calm for now. Hopefully she stays asleep all night so the night staff can have a decent night. But yeah, I'll jump back to the start of the story. I think I got to where she was looking for a taxi. Pretty much inside the building, our ward is just a big circle. So she walked from rehab where we are. She walked around towards the day surgery unit, and then went out the back, talked to me for a little bit. It seemed like she was calming down a touch. And then got annoyed again because her daughter-in-law came in. Apparently she really doesn't like her son and daughter-in-law. But anyway, yeah, had a chat to me. Got annoyed when her daughter-in-law came back in. Then, what happened then? Then she far out. She sat outside with the daughter-in-law for like a good 45 minutes-ish sort of thing. And so that gave me a little bit more time to go back inside and start finishing up my paperwork and whatever. So I took that and I went inside and went to the front door and just locked that shit. So no one was getting in or out of the front door of the hospital. What are you gonna do? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, she went inside, sat outside with the daughter-in-law, and then I locked the front door, put a sign on the door saying, go to the other door to get in or out. And she eventually, the daughter-in-law gave up and came back inside. And so then there was no one looking after her again. So I had to stop doing shit and head back inside again and start doing that. And so eventually the first dinner round for the nurses finished. They all came back from their breaks, and then I went and had my dinner, and by the time I came back, that's when the assistant was there just helping us out with her. So it wasn't really the shift that I was expecting, but it ended up not too bad, like not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it happened. I think I'll end there. Am I still recording? I am. I'll end there. Thank you for listening to my story time. I hope you all have a good week. Hopefully not a few weeks. I might do a wrap up of my week towards the end. Hopefully it's not going to rain this week. Apparently there was a small chance it was going to this week, but it didn't. So I'm happy. Or I meant tonight it was a small chance it was going to rain. But I'm happy it didn't. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll talk to you next time. Thank you all. Goodbye.